Be afraid.
Do not be afraid.
You are.
Oh,
The more valuable. A whole pack of sparrows. A whole pack of sparrows.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to J247. I loved seeing all your happy, smiling faces with your craft. Thank you so much for sending in your craft photos. This is week 2 of God's Animal Kingdom. Pierre the Puppet has got a brand new animal to share with us. And without any further ado, let's go and check him out. Hello my friends at J247, it's great to see you today. We have another fascinating animal to learn from today in God's Animal Kingdom. Thank you for joining me again today here in my wonderful shed with the extra special window. I hope you had a great week last time learning about the sparrow, and we learned that God cares for us. Today the animal we will be looking at is called the sheep. Now you may well have seen a sheep when you've been driving through the countryside with your parents. Did you know 5 fun facts about the sheep? Number 1. A flock of sheep, or a group of them, can also be called a herd of sheep. Wild sheep shed their fur naturally, but domesticated sheep need to be sheared or have their hair cut, much like you, my friends. Now, they have to have their hair cut or sheared every year as their wool would just keep on growing. I have a funny picture of that. Check out this sheep who did not have his hair cut.
Could this be the world's woolliest sheep? 2 Australian farmers certainly hope so, as they believe the animal has not been sheared for 6 years.
Because of where the eye of the sheep is placed on the side of his head, they can almost see 360 degrees. They can almost see all the way around them. Wouldn't that be great? You would be a fantastic hide-and-seek player if you could do that. Did you know that if a sheep has a tumble and falls onto his back, he cannot get up again? Hey! Sorry, my friends. You know the sheep who falls needs help from the shepherd to get back up again. That sounds like great advice to me. Last and never least, the sheep has a stomach which has 4 chambers, my friends. These chambers regurgitate the food from one chamber to the next, and they chew it before swallowing into the next chamber. That's why they appear to be chewing all the time. I know some little boys and girls who appear to be chewing all the time too. That's because they eat and eat and eat. You're growing, my friends. You must eat. Okay, my friends, let's look out the window. Let's have a look at the sheep. Oh. Hey, check this out. Watch the farmer as he calls to them. What will happen? Will they come?
Come on, sheep! Sheep, come on!
Did you notice how the sheep recognize the voice of their shepherd? That's amazing. They need to listen out for him, to stay close so they can hear his voice. And that's the same for us too. Look here. This verse from John 10:27 says, "My sheep listen to my voice. I know them and they follow me." We need to stick close to Jesus so we can hear his voice and understand what he is saying to us. Whatever you're doing this week, wherever you are, I pray that you'd stay close to Jesus and you hear his voice. Hey, have a wonderful time at the rest of home church, and I'll see you soon. Salut, my friends. Mwah! We love Pierre the Puppet, don't we? Isn't he a good guy? Now, here's the memory verse that Pierre's given us. My sheep listen to my voice, I know them, and they follow me. John 10:27. I'd love to start by looking in the middle of this verse first. I know them. The shepherd says to us, yes, even though there is a great big crowd or flock of sheep in front of him, he knows each of the sheep individually. That's why he was able to go and leave the 99 to fetch that one that wandered off. The shepherd knows his sheep. Maybe you feel a little bit like you're one person inside of a big crowd and maybe God hasn't quite noticed you, but he's noticed everyone else. That is not true. God knows you. Ha! That's fantastic, isn't it? The other part I want to point out is my sheep listen to my voice. The Psalm 27 verse 8 says, my heart has heard you say, come and speak with me, and my heart replies, Lord, I'm coming. Follow me. It's like this is a conversation between us and God. We listen to his voice and then we follow where he says to go. This morning in your groups, where you are, in your living room or wherever it is that you're meeting, can you take some time just to listen to God, to be still, to know that he is God, to draw near to him in your heart, safe in the knowledge that when we draw near to him, he draws near to us. And can we call to him and let him answer us and tell us things that we don't know? This morning we want to listen to God. When we say we want to listen to God speak, we don't necessarily mean that we're going to hear a voice like in our ears as if one of the other people in the room was speaking. We mean more often than not that he's going to nudge us, that he's going to remind us of something, that maybe we see a picture for a flash in our mind's eye and we go, oh wow, I think that picture means something. Or maybe we're reminded of a Bible story or a Bible verse that we might know and you go, oh, that really helps me understand the situation I'm in. Let's all do this. Let's all grab a piece of paper if that's helpful, put on one worship track if that's helpful, and for 3 to 5 minutes let's just sit down and listen to God and see what he wants to say to us. We're his sheep and we're going to listen to his voice, and then the biggest challenge, we follow him. Thank you for taking time to do that in your groups. I'm sure each group has heard at least one thing, but I'm sure most of you heard more than one thing in your groups. Many of our groups, maybe each of the people in the groups heard one thing. And in some of the groups, maybe even heard more than one thing each. That is fantastic. There are lots of art and crafts for you to be getting on with today, and whatever your grown-ups have been able to get for you to do, please can you ask them to send me a picture. children@kingdomfaith.com. And then next week we will have a photo of you at the start of our video. How about that? My sheep listen to my voice, I know them, and they follow me, is what Jesus says about you. He knows you. Let's take time in our week this week to listen to him and to follow him. Have a fantastic week wherever you are. May God's grace and his peace be with you this week. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye.